Okay, hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Ludum Diary and welcome to ZORC. Now first off, I'm going to apologise for yesterday's video. I had a little trouble rendering it out and therefore it's going to be up a bit late, which is like also today. Probably about the same time this video will be up, I imagine. But as I say, I do apologise, but it is still there and I'll leave the link on the schedule, which will be linked below. So yeah, back to today's game, ZORC. We're going to press space to play. A large part of this game is influenced from audio. Make sure your volume is turned up to an adequate setting. Headphones are recommended. Remember to turn your volume back down when you're done. Now my volume is turned up. It will be a little bit lower than my microphone, but if that is too much of a problem when I'm playing it, I can turn the audio up. So let's go through. Right, this is ZORC, a little green thing in the corner. Here's the dual tasker. Unlike many taskers, sometimes referred to as humans, he can only do two things at once. But he's still very young and needs your help. Guide him and help him collect pieces of knowledge. With them, he will have the skills necessary to survive in the world on his own. We must help ZORC choose which abilities he should be using by pressing space and using the mouse button to move the selected ability to the appropriate key slot, Z or C. If you think an ability you have selected will not help ZORC, click on it and drag it away to remove it. If you need to come back later to help ZORC, press escape. Right, so we're going to press space to continue. And now we need ZORC here in the bottom right, and I'm assuming we need to get him over to this diamond on the left hand side. So what we're going to do is we're going to press space, and we've got a left hand arrow here, and we're going to set it to Z because that seems like the most. Oh, he's very quick. Yeah, Z seems like the best thing to put for a left hand movement. While dual taskers usually do not mind only going in one direction, it is generally more beneficial for one to be able to go in the opposite direction if desired. ZORC learned how to go right with a piece of knowledge. Okay, so now he can also learn how to go right. So we're going to set right and left to Z and C respectively, and obviously this is going to let us just go left and right and follow through the maze and collect this next piece of knowledge. Going left and right certainly has its perks, but it's not too good if there are obstacles in the way. The last piece of knowledge you helped him obtain, ZORC can now interact with levers. Remember, if ZORC is riding on the platform, it's best that if he keeps still until it's finished moving. So I'm assuming this one we're going to have platforms. And let's see, so we're going to want Z and C set to that for the minute. Okay, so now what we're going to need to do is we're going to now need to set left, which is Z, to be Z. No, so we're going to set it that way. So, oh my god, I keep forgetting I have to set it back. Right, so now we're going to do this. So we're going to keep Z to be levers at all times. No, we won't. We'll put Z back to being left and right. So we're going to have to go down and sit on this lever and set levers back to Z. Okay, and that, I don't get what the point is of that being, of that one closing. Yeah, it can be tedious for a dual tasker to switch back and forth between what it can do. Thankfully, with your guidance, I'm sure ZORC will find his way. So I'm assuming this is just like a little puzzle game, and we're going to have to help ZORC find his way. We're not going to need to go left before this first lever, so all we're going to do is go along, pull the first lever, then we're going to press space. We're going to move the levers over to C, and the left hand movement over to Z. So now we can move Z. Press C, and we'll do the same thing again, like so, and we're going to move all the way over again, and pull this lever. Now that one's the same colour as the other one. I thought it should affect both, but apparently not, no such luck. So let's see now when we pull this, okay, oh, that lifts the knowledge up to it, so that's helpful. Thanks to your help, ZORC feels like jumping for joy. Actually, he obtained another piece of knowledge to do just that. To the skies. So now in this one we're going to have to get ZORC to go left and jump. So yeah, that was quite easy actually. So we just set Z to left and C to jump. I like this. It's a nice little it's a nice spin on usual puzzle games. It's not just a normal jump and make it to the other place. You've actually got to like set the keys and stuff. Most dual taskers cannot speak, or if they can act, or if they can, the act of doing so is so task intensive that it simply overwhelms them. It is thought that this is why dual taskers emit sounds when interacting with the world. It's the easiest way for them to express themselves. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to set that to that, and that is going to pull that across there. Okay, I can see what we're going to have to do here. We're going to have to set right and up, and we're going to have to follow this all the way across. I know, I was hoping it was going to go all the way across. I'm going to need left now instead of right, and we're going to have to sort of hit both of them together. And let's throw that away, because now what we're going to do is need levers. We're going to pull the lever, come across here, we're going to go right, and we're going to need up and right. When this lever finally arrives, that is. And we're now going to need levers again. So we're going to pull this lever, run across to the other side, and once again we're going to need left and up. When the blue thing finally arrives, a little platform. See, oh, that's... So why was he was just constantly jumping forward then? Don't know how that works, but this piece of knowledge requires thinking outside of the box. It requires backwards thought. It requires ZORC to change it up a bit. If you need a hint, press escape again to close the menu. Why does this one need thought process? Surely this one don't even need a jump, you can just... What? So maybe... Have we got to jump across, maybe? Hang on, no, you're going to make a jump? It requires backwards thinking. Is it a lever? Do we have to pull a lever? There's no lever in there. Maybe there's like, let's keep the right one. Maybe there's like one of these that are secretly got something in them, or... What's the name of this one? Let's press escape. Z equals right movement, C equals... So if Z equals right movement and C equals left... Okay. So on some of them you have to allocate certain keys. That's weird. Why? How am I meant to know that? How on earth am I meant to get that that's what I'm meant to do? I mean, I know it gives you the hint of like the backwards thinking and everything, but even still, you know, it still seems a bit ridiculous that you have to work that one out. Okay, now we're just jumping here. Easy. ZORC's now fully grown and ready to explore the world on his own. Sure, he needs to learn more abilities if he's going to make it. Breathing would help, I'm sure. But you've given him a good start, thank you. If you ever feel up for it, you can also help other dual taskers who need help. Vaughn, Dog, or that thing. The end. So that was obviously just a short game. One that was all the levels that Andrew Deem made. But yeah, it was quite good. There you go, there's all the credits there. Andrew Deem. Engine Game Maker. Art or lack of his GIMP. And Audio's Reason 7 Audacity. And yeah, the testing guinea pig as well. But yeah, I actually enjoyed that game. That was actually pretty good. A very good mechanic. A very good idea for a mechanic. I'd like to have seen more levels, but as I say, obviously it was made in 48 hours. So yeah, check the game out. I'll leave the link in the description as always. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Bye!